Alright guys, hello and welcome. This is Singh. Today we have a really hot topic to discuss. Now people are really stressing out on this one. And the question is Bitcoin going to crash? Now this is a really important question. People don't know what to do. They are thinking whether to sell it off or whether to keep it holding, because there are speculations that some people say Bitcoin is going to go to 100,000 or a million. Some people say it's just coming into like the tulip thing that we had a few decades ago, that it's going to come down to the same point and it's eventually going to crash. So let's do a deep dive into the technicals and fundamentals of Bitcoin, and let's see what is the best strategy for you to do with the current situation, current market price, and let's see what are the exact scenarios that you could potentially face. So let's have a deep dive into this and let's see what's the best thing that we can do. Alright, so first of all, I am looking at the Bitcoin chart. Now let me get my face away. Hold on. There we are. Alright, so now we have, now first of all, I am a really technical guy. I don't really believe in what people say. I don't really believe in there are 2,000 people who come and say, hey, Bitcoin's gonna crash. First of all, we really need to redefine what do you mean by a crash. Alright, now in my eyes, in the Forex world or in the currency exchange world, anything retracing up to anything coming down in value from 30 to 40 to even 50, even 61%, we consider it's a normal deal, right? Now imagine nothing in the world will ever always keep going up and up and up. Now I'm using really layman's language so that every new person can understand this, right? In the same way, now Bitcoin has had a massive run, right? It has had a parabolic move, and yes, it is due for a good retracement. Now what do I mean by a retracement? A retracement means a price going back onto the same price levels which it has originally crossed before. So for example, if you look at the charts, you will see that I've marked a few pointers. For example, I'll take this one to say 5,000. All right, so I'll just go 5,000, and then we have another one at 7,500. Right, and then another one we have at 13,000. Right, now you see these are the points where you would see that the price has actually made a bit of a halt, right? So these levels are actually very important. So in this market, in this world, you should know that the history always repeats itself. The only way you can judge or kind of predict, so to speak, the future movement of the price is by looking at the history of the price. So if we look at the chart, you'll see that the first halt was at $3,000. Then we had a good halt at $5,000. Then we had another one at 75 and 13,000. If you go down, you will see that 13,000 has been a bit of a support area. Now, like I said, nothing in this world will ever keep going up and up and up. In fact, every currency should do a pullback or a retracement. It is healthy, right? Now, why do I say it is healthy for it? Imagine someone is just constantly running and running. You cannot keep running and running after a certain distance. You need a breather. Remember, market is the price chart of any currency is a representation of what the majority of people think. Right now, for example, gold these days is approximately 1,300, maybe 1,400 US dollars. Right now, do you think is that the actual value of gold? No. To mine an ounce of gold, it takes around 100 to 150 bucks. But eventually, now we think we have decided that it is worth 1,400 US dollars. In the same way, this is people's representation of their minds, that they are saying that Bitcoin is worth more than just 1,000 or 2,000. That is why it is currently at around 16,500, right? So just like anything else, Bitcoin is gonna make its retracement. It's gonna come back to its 50% levels, maybe 40% levels, maybe 61% level. Then it is eventually gonna resume its trend. So what you should be doing right now, is, first of all, do not panic. No one gives a crap about it if it goes up $2,000 in one day, but everyone loses their mind if it comes down $1,000 one day. Just like everything else, like I mentioned before, it is due for a retracement. It is meant to come down. So if I go really deep dive into the technicals of this, I am predicting that it is meant to come down at a level of 13,000. Right now, again, no one knows for sure if that is going to happen. I do have another support zone somewhere around this green line, right? Green zone. If this green zone breaks, we are expecting a potential move somewhere along this line. Now, as you will see, we do have a massive spread, massive game in the bigger box. Let me color this box red. This bigger orange box, right? This is a big support zone. So anything between this zone, say 13 to 14,000, will be a critical zone if the price ends up breaking this 16,000 zone, right? So from the looks of it, I think it is topping out. What we do have is something called an upward trend and upward consolidation. Now this is usually coming down for a retracement, and it is meant to, and I honestly hope it does, because like I said, for any price to be sustainable in the longer run, it is really good for it to have its retracements. These are healthy retracements. These are the breathers that allow the market to calm down and settle down after a long run, and eventually they can come down, take a breather, then eventually resume their trend again. So this is exactly where Bitcoin is at. Now the $1,000,000 question: does anyone know what the price of Bitcoin is going to be? No, no one knows. You have to deal with the cards in your hand. Just like now, at this moment, we are looking at this price action. So that is why we are going to make our decisions accordingly, right? Now, the best idea, the best thing that you can ever do is not be greedy. I want you to understand that Bitcoin or Forex or currencies or shares or whatever you are invested in, the skills that are technical skills that are required to make analysis like this are only 10%. 90% of it is the mentality behind it, right? Now, I actually have a video of me saying that I'm gonna buy a Bitcoin at 1,080 US dollars. I did buy some, but I did invest it into other ventures, right? Now, am I crying about it that, oh, I bought it at $1,000? If I had held it, it would have been like worth $20,000? No, I do not. Why? Because even that time I made a conscious decision of what I'm going to do. Even this time, if I decide to hold my Bitcoin, and even if it comes down, I am not scared, because that's the mentality of a trader. I do have a strategy. This is what I'm going to do. And the best strategy is to maintain a balance. There are very few chances of people getting really lucky. Hey, I invested $100 5 years ago, 6 years ago in Bitcoin. Today it is worth $70 million. These things are very rare. Most people are looking for a shot like that. And let me break the news for you. This is not going to happen. And even if it happens, it's 1 in a million chance. Right? So I don't consider myself that lucky. I only consider myself that I can only get what I work towards, and I have worked towards it, and I can clearly see that the price is due for a retracement. Again, coming back to the best strategy is to maintain a balance. At the end of the day, no one really knows where the price is gonna go. It can literally hold this green zone, and it can just, if I kind of zoomed out a bit, it can literally hold this green zone and it can shoot all the way up to, I don't know, 32,000, 30,000. There are people who say speculation that this is going to go all the way up to 100,000. Some people say it's even going to go into the millions. Bill Gates, Richard Branson, and the former employees of Facebook, they have all mentioned this, that the way the Bitcoin works, it is meant to go that high, but no one knows really if it's gonna go or not. That is why we have to play with the card in our hands. Other thing I want to tell you, that Bitcoin is just the tip of the iceberg. Bitcoin is the first currency of its kind, and that is why it has gained massive popularity. Yes, there are some flaws in the way Bitcoin works. There are some missing things that should have been added, which they haven't been added at the moment, right? And to cover them, that is why we have more than 2,000 other currencies just like Bitcoin. Now, for example, we have Bitcoin Cash, we have Ethereum, we have Litecoin, we have Ripple, we have IOTA, right? So again, coming back, Bitcoin is just the tip of the iceberg. So don't keep your hopes, don't be emotionally attached to it, right? Maintain a balance, buy your Bitcoins, sell some of the Bitcoins, take your profits, mine your Bitcoins, own your Bitcoins, trade your Bitcoins. There are 2,000 different things that you can do with your Bitcoins as long as you keep your head straight and you can make a decision on exactly what you want to do. All right, so again, at the end of the day, the point being, do not panic. Make a conscious decision, buy your Bitcoin, sell some, maintain a balance. At the end of the day, you need to put the food on the table. So use that really good evaluation of the Bitcoin for whatever reasons you want to do. At the end of the day, the last thing you should be going into the stage of FUD. FUD means fear, uncertainty, doubt. Now, fear, uncertainty, doubt is something that is really gonna kill you no matter what kind of business you are in. And especially if you're talking about these cryptocurrencies, we as traders, $1,000 move or a 10 to 20% dip, we don't even care, because this is how it is supposed to be. We know that's how it is supposed to be. I am more worried of more so-called my local friends and family who are asking me questions. Hey, it dipped. Hey, it dipped. I'm like, dude, calm down. This is how it is supposed to be. All right. So again, at the end of the day, do your research. Do not blindly jump into anything that you don't know. All right. Now, I always recommend this website. It's called TradingView, tradingview.com. I'll leave the link in the description. Tradingview.com, you can use this to look at the chart of any cryptocurrencies. Like I've made a watch list on the side, all the currencies that I'm currently looking at, and I got a big list. I keep looking at them every day. I do my analysis, I make a plan and I stick to it, right? So again, this is another good, a really good website. We also have a free Facebook group where we keep sharing information. I'm gonna post the link of that below as well. So make sure you join that group. There is heaps of information and tips and tricks that I give out on a daily basis. So you can use those tricks, use the expertise, and I'm pretty sure you're really gonna make good money out of it. At the end of the day, love the process and the money is just gonna come as a reward. Most people are just like, hey, I want to make money off Bitcoin, and if you ask them, hey, what is Bitcoin? Oh, it's just a currency. Do you know what blockchain is? No. Do you know what it does? No. Right? So again, like I said, before you put your money into anything, always do your own due diligence, right? Now again, I want to state I'm not a financial advisor. This is not a financial advice. This is just my own opinion of what I think is the best thing to do. Me being in the Forex industry the past 5 years and in these cryptocurrencies past 1.5 years, the principles are the same. These cryptocurrencies are just at a very baby stage of what our traditional Forex currencies are at. So there is a lot of potential to grow. This next 3 to 5 year period is gonna be a golden period for cryptocurrencies. Yes, every cryptocurrency is going to have its ups and downs. It is supposed to. They are meant to have their ups and downs. So do not be blindsided. Do not fall for what people say. Do your own due diligence. Research on TradingView, look at the charts, learn to do how the technical analysis. I'm gonna leave a link for some good information websites where you can learn those technical analysis for absolutely free. All right, so I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you learned a thing or two. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, good luck, happy trading, trade the plan, plan the trade, and this is Jerry Singh signing out.